Onthebuzzer.com. We're back, man, and man, am I glad you're back.
I'm just glad you accepted my terms.
You know what? I don't know. It was just one of those, like, these guys were suffocating me. You know, I had like,
you guys brought in a scab.
I had 300 pounds of flesh on both sides. I didn't know what to do with it. But you know what? We're here. We're back. NFL Week 13. A lot of down games, man. A lot of down. You're so down, man. Let's start off with the biggest game of them all. Green Bay Packers at the Dallas Cowboys.
I seem to recall in my absence, you three muffs picked Green Bay to win.
I don't really remember, but if I did, it was probably because Green Bay was getting 7 points. And if Brett Favre didn't get injured, you know what? They probably would have covered this. And this was actually a pretty good game. I saw Aaron Rodgers come in.
You saw the future.
I did, and I liked what I saw. If I'm a Green Bay fan, at least 200 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. I'm thinking he probably did better than Brett Favre would have done.
But Dallas is a force.
Yeah, they almost locked up home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Let's talk about another big game: the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts, you know what? Everyone says it's gonna be a good game, close game, yada yada yada. And Colts win. The Colts win.
Jags are griping a lot about this game, saying they got hosed by the refs.
And that's what losers do. They bitch and complain about.
I don't know. If you watched the game, there were some questionable calls out there.
Yeah, you know what? Aren't there always?
Yeah.
The refs are computers. They're gonna make mistakes. As long as it's for the good guys and not the bad guys, then it's all good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the San Diego Chargers, who look like they're on a little roll, albeit against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Albeit in the AFC West. Yeah. I mean, Chargers look like the team to beat in the West.
Or the Chargers, like 3-8 record in the first place.
Yeah, it looks that way.
That's got to be one of the worst.
One game I enjoyed watching, and who would have thunk this at the beginning of the season?
That you watch football?
That too, and that I would enjoy this game. Cleveland, Arizona.
You know, Cleveland. I've been riding that Cleveland train
ride that bitch.
Choo all season long. I got Derek Anderson on my fantasy football team.
They had it. Cleveland had that game won. Kellen Winslow got pushed out of bounds on that touchdown play, but you can't review a push.
It's the Arizona Cardinals, and frankly, that game shouldn't have been that close.
I think both of these teams are going to make the playoffs.
No, because the Cardinals actually right now are tied with the Minnesota Vikings. And don't look now, but Adrian Peterson is back, and so are the Vikings.
Nice segue, and you know who's not back? The Detroit Lions. They're done. Losing 5 in a row.
Weren't they like 6-2 or
6-2? 6 and MF2.
You were all over the Detroit Lions.
They look good, man.
All over them.
I'm over it. I'm jumping off their bandwagon.
Yeah, same old
You guys
Lions.
let me down.
Roy Williams out for the season, so all you fantasy owners, you might want to try to trade him right now.
What about the emotional game of the weekend, the Redskins and the Bills?
Yeah, you know, I'm getting chills just thinking about this one. Sean Taylor, they came out, you know, everyone paid...
they came out on defense with only 10 players.
That was cool. I'm down with that.
A little subtext where they didn't run it by Joe Gibbs because he wouldn't have been down with it. Really? He didn't know.
That I didn't know. You know, that was nice of him. It would have been a little nicer if they won.
Now, did Joe Gibbs coach himself out of a job? A lot of people have been singing, like, you know, step aside, Hall of Fame coach, but it just seems like his time has passed.
Yeah, you know, anyone that calls 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts at the end. I mean, he didn't know the rule. And he blew that game.
He's been in the league for 50 years. Maybe he's been sticking around NASCAR too long or something like that.
Yeah, it's time. And I'm a big Joe Gibbs supporter, but it just seems like something.
I don't know if I am anymore. This team has a lot of potential, and every year they seem to fall out of contention.
I was rooting for the Redskins. I would have liked to see them win this game for Sean Taylor. It would have been emotional, you know?
They should have killed this game.
And now they play Thursday night against the Bears and stuff, so only a few days to prepare.
Yeah, I know, especially after today's funeral service as well. Let's move on. Let's talk about another game. The Miami Jets. So
if Miami was going to win a game, this was it. Not only did they lose, they got shellacked.
And that was at home. That was in Miami. And not only that, Miami was up in this game 13-10 or 13-6 or 7. Next thing you know, it's 40-13.
40-13 by the Jets. And what does Jason Taylor come out and say? They stink too. That's what he says. That's his excuse. They stink too.
You know what? Give credit to Miami. At least they're going to get the first pick in the draft.
Hey, and this might be the season where you finally get that 0-16, 16-0 team. You know, that'll be a cute little storyline.
I don't mind it because those 72 Dolphins are pissing me off with their champagne bottles.
They haven't popped it yet.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to pop it this year. Let's talk about Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. You know, I wish the Edge was here right now because I would have loved to shove this up his ass.
The Edge, the SC Homer, supports every SC player ever.
Reggie Bush blowing the game with a horrible toss.
I think it was a bad call to begin with by Sean Payton.
You practice it. That's besides the point. If the guy had caught it and he'd gone all the way, he would have scored a touchdown.
Yeah, but you're very like
touchdown or what? Yeah, ifs and buts.
Yeah.
It worked earlier on the season. Why not try it again? He's a head coach. You're the player, execute it.
Reggie Bush, Hollywood.
Yeah.
He's got Hollywood on his mind.
I got a new name for Reggie Bush.
Let me hear it.
Reggie Kardashian.
Ooh, I like it.
That's it. Reggie K. Let's also move on to a couple other games going on. New York Giants go to Chicago. Just when you're going to count the Giants out, don't. Because they beat the Chicago Bears
in
Chicago.
won.
Who cares? They got the W.
They won in spite of Peyton Manning's 3 turnovers. This guy has become a turnover machine.
How about Eli Manning's 30 turnovers?
Did I say Peyton?
You actually, what's the other brother's name?
Archie?
No.
Dickie Manning?
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? They won. That's all that matters. But they did lose one of their running backs, Dedrick Ward, for the rest of the season. Whatever. This team's going to go get into the playoffs and lose first round.
They're one of those teams, like a waste of a playoff spot, like the Minnesota Twins.
You know, talk about a waste of a playoff spot. Let's talk about the Denver Broncos, because that's what they've been for the past few years. They go to Oakland, and I'm so glad the Raiders, this is the only time I cheered for the Raiders, pounded Mike Shanahan, that bitch, and the Denver Broncos.
How do you feel about Mike Shanahan?
I know he's all right. You know what? Justin Fargas. 150
Son
yards.
of Huggy Bear, Antonio Fargas.
Is it really?
He is.
150 yards, a touchdown. I mean, this guy, I don't want to say he's for real because I think his frame is too small. But he's doing it.
I mean, hey, Jamarcus Russell has made an appearance, by the way.
It was the appearance.
It was like a Sasquatch appearance, but like we saw him. There were some people that
saw him. It was like one of those, like, hey, did you see that? And then
yeah, blink and he's gone.
Yeah. Also, let's talk about Houston at Tennessee. 2 teams going the same direction.
Vince Young redeeming himself a little bit. 2 touchdowns, few rushing yards here and there, you know.
I don't know what to say about Vince Young. I'm not sold on him. He's got the worst receiving core in the league. And frankly, I think the guy's thrown 7 touchdowns on the year.
9, I think now, isn't it?
It was 6 before yesterday, so it was probably 8.
My math is off. I don't know.
Whatever it is, it's not double digits. And after 12, 13 games in the NFL, you're thinking, hello? Yeah, how about 12 touchdowns? He's probably the 28th or 29th best worst quarterback in the league. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I don't know what else to say.
You don't want to talk about it anymore again?
No, let's talk about the Rams. I like the Rams. You know, they're out of it. They start off 0-8, but you know what? At least they showed some grit and some heart. You're Atlanta.
They suck.
Joey Harrington.
I'm just thinking, who are the Falcons going to draft in the thing? They need a quarterback. And who's coming out?
There's like,
your boy Colt Brennan?
This is the deepest quarterback draft since Cade McNown back in the day.
Wait, give me 3.
Colt Brennan, the Boston College quarterback, the LSU quarterback, John David Booty, Dennis Dixon from Oregon. I mean, there's a bunch out there. And it's too bad that they're gonna have an early pick. They could have probably picked up a good quarterback later on. Really, that's about all I gotta say about NFL.
It was an exciting weekend.
Cincinnati at Pittsburgh, blah blah blah. Pittsburgh showed up, beat Cincinnati. Whoever thought that was gonna happen?
Not me.
Yeah. Onthebuzzer.com. NFL Week 14. Check out our preview, our spreads. We're gonna hit them all. We're gonna hit them all.
Spread those legs.
We're gonna hit them all. Onthebuzzer.com. Have you ever seen that? 1 die in each. Is it a die or is it a dice?
It's die. But would that be a legal move in Vegas?
I think so. Woo!
I don't know. I don't think they'd let you do it. But I like that. I'm gonna try it.
We're gonna try it. Check us out.